No, Coach O came my sophomore year, junior year. No, my junior year, Coach O came my junior year.
Coach O?
Yeah.
Is that right? I didn't realize he was.
Yeah, he came in, must have been 79, because you recruited him.
Well, yeah, okay, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Who was his roommate for the first few days?
I can't remember that guy. I can't remember, but I think they both left.
They were in the middle of the night.
Because we all woke up that next morning, there was some sheets hanging from a window.
You know, I tell this story. When I left LSU as a coach, I went to LaRose Cutoff first. That was my first coaching job, head coach right out of college. I was there for 4 years. All right. When I moved there, my backyard, there's a fence that separated my house from his mom and daddy's, his house.
From Coach O?
Coach O. So me and his daddy would visit over the fence. His daddy was a real big football fan. And in fact, his mother, Orgeron's mother, told her one time he thought I was the best football coach there was. Of course, I won one state championship, played for another, you know. But anyway, he and I would talk over and I can remember seeing Bebe in a stroller.
Bebe, call it.
Well, yeah, that's
what
what
we Coach Bebe back then.
But they had there's 4 kids in the yard playing, and he was still in a stroller with a pippy in his mouth, you know. And he was trying to get out of. He must have been I want to say, maybe 6 months old. But anyway, I leave LaRose Cutoff and go to Northeast, and then I come to LSU, and then I go to work for Golf Engineering Company. I get out of coaching. Well, 35 years later, I think it was, there's a banquet at Drusilla where they have all these politicians and the sheriff and the mayor and everybody shows up, and hell, 300-something people there, and it's by invitation only. Anyway, I registered, I look up for this. I have not seen him now in 35 years. But he has not seen me in 35 years. I've seen him. And so I registered, I didn't put my name tag on. And I walked up to Bebe and I said, Bebe, you mind if I call you? No, that's fine. I said, I'm going to ask you a question that people ask me sometimes. It irritates the hell out of me, but I'm going to ask you. I said, do you know who the hell I am? Boy, he looked at me, He said, I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. And I said, I'm Coach Leblanc that signed you to a football scholarship to LSU in 1979, and you left. Boy, he grabbed me and like to kill me. You know, that's the first time I'd seen him in that long. So since then, he's asked me to go talk to his players, and I've gone done it a couple of times, and I'll go watch practice sometimes, and he'll always be sure to come talk to me and be introduced to whoever I'm bringing there, whatever. And I hope that's the year he had 2 years ago. That was unreal.
Oh.
So, but anyway, that's a story. But he left, huh?
Yeah,
you remember that?
He came there.
Do you remember him being there?
The reason I remember him, because he told me I was his, what you call that again?
Sponsor or something?
No, he looked up to me. The guy.
You was his sponsor then?
No, when he was in high school, he admired me the way I played.
Okay.
So he looked up to me.
Yeah, all right.
So that's kind of how.
He told you that.
Yeah, he told me that. He said, "Hey man, I really admire you." But I think when he stayed there about a week and a half?
I don't think he stayed that long. I thought he stayed about 3 days.
I think because he got there the same year with Leonard Marshall and Ramsey Dardar.
Okay. Leonard Marshall was my recruit too.
And he played nose guard. So there was no room at nose guard. At linebacker, he wanted to play linebacker.
Yeah, I think they put him at center on offense or something
Then they moved him to offense.
And he didn't like that.
That's when he left.
Yeah, well, that was just, I think that was basically, maybe we didn't have a center just to make a full freshman team or something, to run plays with. It's probably why they put him there. Another player I recruited, Alvin Thomas. You remember Alvin Thomas?
Donaldsonville.
Yeah, that's another. You go right now. That was the black recruiter. But anyway, I hated to see old Bebe leave, but he finally made it back, and I hope he can stay a few more years.
Yeah, because he's good for the university. He's good for the for the state.
Yeah.
He's good for the former players. He makes us feel a part of the.
Exactly.
He makes us feel like his home is a family.
That's right. Exactly.
Like he'll tell you, "Well, look, come speak to our."
Somebody told him. I think the president of the university. Oh no.